Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Professor McBroom. In this video, we're exploring contemporary views of leadership in organizations. In previous videos, we looked at traditional leadership models like the contingency theory and path goal theory, but leadership today looks very different. Leaders now face rapid change, remote teams, ethical pressures, and global diversity. So we'll explore modern leadership theories and practice that better fit today's complex workplace. Let's start with the two contemporary situational theories, the leader-member exchange model and the Hersey and Blanchard model. The LMX theory says that leaders form different relationships or dyads with each follower. Some become part of the in group, receiving more trust and responsibility, while others are in the out group with less access and fewer opportunities. Think about a manager in a tech company like Google. Their in group might include team members they trust to handle high stake projects. These employees often get more freedom and mentorship. Meanwhile, others may only be assigned routine tasks. The key takeaway here is that good leaders are aware of this dynamics and work to create fairness and inclusion across all team members. Next, the Hersey and Blanchard model focuses on the readiness of followers, their motivation, competence, and willingness to take responsibility. Leaders adapt their style accordingly, from directing new or inexperienced employees to delegating tasks to seasoned professionals. For instance, a nurse manager might give detailed guidance to a new graduate nurse, but take a hands-off approach with a veteran who's been working in the ICU for 15 years. Leadership isn't just about what leaders do, it's also about how followers see them. Three modern approaches stand out: transformational, charismatic, and attribute-based leadership. Transformational leaders inspire change. They recognize when transformation is needed, create a vision, and motivate others to achieve it. A great example is Kenneth Frazier, former CEO of Merck. When he took over, he revitalized the company by refocusing on research and innovation, turning Merck into a purpose driven organization that prioritized both profit and social responsibility. By contrast, transactional leadership is about maintaining stability and managing day to day operations. Think of it as keeping the train running on time, while transformational leadership is about building a new track altogether. Charismatic leaders like Oprah Winfrey or Elon Musk use their personality and vision to attract followers. But charisma can be a double edged sword. Without ethical grounding, it can lead to manipulation or overconfidence. That's why many organizations now emphasize ethical leadership, where values and integrity drive decisions. Finally, the attribution perspective reminds us that followers often perceive leadership based on context. For example, in a crisis, we may view a decisive manager as a strong leader, whether or not this decision ultimately succeeds. Sometimes leadership isn't even necessary or possible. Leadership substitutes are factors that make leadership redundant, such as when employees are highly skilled or the task is routine and structured. For example, a team of experienced accountants closing the books at year end may not need much supervision. Neutralizers, on the other hand, make leadership ineffective. A remote team with poor communication tools, for instance, may struggle to connect with their manager no matter how good that manager is. Leadership today is evolving rapidly. First, many leaders are becoming coaches, guiding employees' growth instead of micromanaging. Consider how professional sports coaches like Phil Jackson focus on player development and teamwork. This same idea applies in business, where managers help employees build their skills and confidence. Second, gender and cultural diversity are reshaping leadership. Research shows that leadership effectiveness is not determined by gender, but by skills, empathy, and adaptability. Women often lead more collaboratively, while men may lean more autocratically. But both styles can succeed depending on the situation. Cross cultural leadership also matters as teams become global. Understanding cultural norms like Japan's collectivism versus the US individualism can make or break a leader's success. And finally, we have virtual leadership, which became essential during the COVID-19 pandemic. Leaders now guide teams through emails, video calls, and chat apps. The challenge: building trust without face to face contact. Successful virtual leaders make an effort to be visible, empathetic, and clear, qualities that build connection across distance. As we look ahead, 3 emerging trends define modern leadership. There's strategic leadership, aligning an organization with its environment and thinking long term. Then there's ethical leadership, acting with integrity even when no one else is watching. And lastly, there's virtual leadership, building trust and engaging across digital spaces. For example, Boeing's leadership transformation focused on ethical leadership, embedding values into everyday work, and creating open conversations about compliance and integrity. So, leadership today isn't about power, it's about purpose, adaptability, and connection. Whether you're leading a team of 5 or influencing a classroom discussion, remember, great leaders inspire change, build trust, and elevate others. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and like. I encourage you to reflect on your leadership style and share it in the comments. See you in the next video.